Hello guys, welcome back. The first time I did this, I was on fire. I had it going exactly where I wanted it to go, and of course, I went off tangent. I sometimes make these epic videos for you guys, and I go off tangent, and I say something, and then I go, ooh. I could see how that could be taken wrong, and I destroy my own video. It was like one of the best videos I did ever, too. Typical. And, I got, yeah, back here. Asmodeus has left for a while. We agreed we're not going to spend time together for a while. He does this. I told you guys I would share the good, the bad, the ugly with you. He left. He left. He basically wasn't getting his way fast enough, and sometimes gods can do that. They get to the point where they expect you to almost like not quite dance like a puppet. I get no, that's fair from the old man. And, I even got up this morning. I'd asked him last night, and I asked him this morning too, and Odin's like, yeah, I see why you would, my dear, but it's not me this time. Odin likes to sometimes interfere in my other relationships. I thought it was Odin doing this. It's just Asmodeus being Asmodeus. And with me, he has two modes. He's either the sweetest demon in the world, he loves me and everything else, and we had made a bunch of breakthroughs, and he asked me for a couple things, and great. And then Mr. Hyde shows up, and he told me to get away from him and to stay out of his world. Okay. And I'm like, all right, one, you don't talk to me like that. I don't care if you are a god. And two, yes, we are spending some time away from each other. I think it was another play for sympathy, and it blew up in his face. I said, no, I actually agree. We should spend time away from each other because you, sir, are overstepping your bounds, and you do this every time. I said, no. I said, the only one that gets to play this stuff is Loki. I said, I only got enough mental wellness to go through Loki doing this. Can't have two of you. So, and I gave him an Odin style lecture about, whatever this is, he's got to get a hold on it, and blah, 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 blah. I realized I woke up this morning, I'm like, I'm steadily becoming the old man. So happy Odin's Day. And I really am, because I stopped him short, like Odin would stop Loki short, or Odin would stop me short when we're acting the fool, and basically that's what he was doing. And I said, hey, I was doing something for you. So don't be giving me an attitude problem about it. And I said, you're getting way too high-minded lately. I treat you well. You have freedom to come and go as you want. I don't do anything wrong to you. I see you however you want to be seen. You get the royal treatment around here. You've got no reason to be, acting like this and, throwing a fit and everything. And now he's like throwing shade and all the drama at me. And I said, I've had enough. You want time off? Great. Great. We'll take time off. Because remember, you chose me. I did not choose you. He was the one, not in a bad way, but he forced his way in front of Pazuzu. Pazuzu was my choice. Pazuzu was the one I wanted to work with. Asmodeus forced his way in. I've grown to love Asmodeus and adore him, but no, I'm not going to put up with him either. So it's like, yeah, I was there for him when he was having his, freak out, but I guess he's Loki the second, because Loki often does this too. He can have a freak out, and then he's better, and then he's lashing out at you, and he hates you. And I said, I said to Loki, I said, I can take that from you, but I can't have two of you. I said, I can't have two of you. I've got a migraine from the heat, yeah, but also from Asmodeus, so I'm nursing a migraine today, so cheers. And I said, I'm just tired of him. I'm just tired of him doing this. I said, he can't get his way all the time. He can't, get everything Asmodeus's way. I said, I love him. And I said, if that was him on those groceries that came in 6 hours, I've never seen groceries move that fast. I said, great, but that doesn't mean that the rest of the time he gets to tell me what to do and when to do it. He threw a fit because I have, you guys know I have insomnia, and I got up, I already had the start of a migraine last night, and I'd already taken something yesterday, so I couldn't take anything else. And I got up and I was looking for a game he wanted, because we were going to do this thing of getting a few more titles, just a few, and it was going to be a trust thing. Well, long story short, He thinks I'm up too long doing this, even though I'm doing this for him. And I found his title, but I wanted to look for something for me because I don't know, for me. And you guys can see why we don't get along. And he threw a fit. And that's when he said he withdrew. He had asked me for stuff and that he withdrew everything and everything else. He said maybe we shouldn't work together. I said I don't think we should. I've told you this for years. We don't belong together. Off he storms. And I'm like, "Man, what are you gonna do?" So the old man's hanging out with me and just kind of, and I know if he didn't do anything, it's because he saw it was gonna fall apart. He didn't have to do a thing except for sit back and watch the fireworks. I go, See, that's the thing. Odin and I can fight like that, and he can even stalk off for a while, but he'll cool down. So will I. We can fight, and we can even, start yelling magical words at each other. But we love each other. There's that love and that respect underneath. I said, I really don't know. I was telling Loki, I said, I don't really know. I think Asmodeus loves me, but how do I know? I just know with Loki. I just know with Odin. I think I know with Asmodeus, but then he does crazy stuff like this, and I don't know, man. I don't know. How your relationship's going? Um, I don't think he knows what he wants. They were pulling this big thing about being seen as demons last night, and I was like, fine, you know what? I love you so much. I was in such a great mood. That's what you want? Fine, we'll do that. I don't know. I don't know. He gives me migraines. I might end up with someone else. I might end up with someone else. I was talking to Lucifer and Satan after that, and I said, I don't think he's the one for me. I really don't. I said we're fighting way too much lately. He's picking fights, which was never Asmodeus' behavior before. So I thought maybe the old man was doing it, or at least encouraging it. But the old man's like, I didn't do anything, my dear. Of course, if he did, he's not going to tell me. But and before you people work with Odin yell, he goes, no, I would have asked me too. It would be like Odin to let everybody else just fall flat on their face and maybe push it a little magically and then step right back into the leadership position and go, oh, so sad. So yeah. I suspected him for good reason, but what are you gonna do? So it's too hot. I don't know if I told you guys this time, sorry, but I tried to do a grocery run, but it's way too hot. We're supposed to get a storm hopefully today. Hopefully that kind of breaks some of this heat and tension and maybe my headache goes away. I took something, guys, and I put some stuff on my forehead. Shut up, Loki. I hate that ad. Something about directly to the forehead. I'm gonna put it directly on your forehead. I get, yeah, what? So, yeah. So I have a migraine today. Asmodeus is out of the house. I don't want anything to do with demons. They can all go away. So, I'm having a good one today. But we hope you guys enjoy this one. It happens. You're gonna have the good, bad, and the ugly. You're gonna have times where you have fights and they go off. And I had started listening to two songs I love. And Odin came over and goes, you gonna listen to sad music all day? And I'm like, no, I guess not. So we put on, I think it's Shanice does it, I Love Your Smile. So we put that on. So we've been listening to upbeat music because he's not going to tolerate me sitting around and being sad, apparently. So we're playing by Odin's Rolls today. So happy Odin's Day. I think it's Odin's Day. I don't know. So I'm starting to get super migraine from the lights, but I hope you guys are having a good one. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.